guys, so in today's video I'll be doing a video on what I've been loving lately. I normally do these when I have a lot of new stuff to show you. I used to do monthly favorites and then I started doing these random favorites videos, so you guys are gonna have to let me know if you prefer if I do like monthly favorites, which is kind of gonna be what this month is gonna be, or if you like just like the random sort of favorites, because I really don't know what you guys like more. I was talking to one of my good friends, Michelle, who you guys loved in the vlog, and he's like, you should do monthly favorites. For years I would do monthly favorites, and then I switched like these random lifestyle sort of favorites. So let me know which sort of videos you like more. Let me know if you like monthly favorites where you can kind of predict when I'll have like these sorts of videos out, or if you like the random sort of favorites. I'm kind of on the fence. It really doesn't matter to me, but I like to do the videos you guys like to see, so be sure to let me know if you prefer the monthly favorites every month or just random sort of favorites. With that said, even though this is kind of going to be like my July favorites, I do have a bunch of new products that I want to show you, especially when I upload a lot of vlogs. I get a lot of questions about what I'm wearing or what I'm currently loving, so that's why I wanted to film this video, because I've definitely found a bunch of new things like in June and July. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is skincare, because I get so many questions about my skin. Now, I did a skincare video back in like January. That video is still very, very accurate. However, I did switch some things up and add some things in. That's more like my winter skincare routine. Nothing has really changed since my last lifestyle favorites video, but I get so many questions about my skin that I'm just going to quickly go over what I do. So typically at the end of the day when I go and want to take off my makeup and wash my face, it's really bad, but the only thing I do is use like a cleansing balm or a makeup removing oil to take off my makeup. And then if I'm not showering, that's all I do. But if I do shower, I'll exfoliate or sometimes use a cleanser, but really I just use my makeup removing balm. What I'm using right now is the Sunday Riley Blue Moon. I think that's what it's called, the cleansing balm. It's really expensive. I think my all-time favorite is definitely the Biotherm makeup removing balm. I really like that one. Or I've also used the Boscia makeup breakup cleansing oil. I don't know, I have to say the Biotherm is probably my all-time favorite. I feel like it's the most affordable and I feel like it does the best job, so the Biotherm makeup removing balm is my favorite. The Sunday Riley is okay, it does the job, but it is really expensive, I feel like, for no reason. After that, I will go into the shower and I always use this. This is the Laura Mercier face polish, and this is seriously my holy grail face item. I just bought a new one because mine ran out. I bought this a few months ago and I really had no idea that it would like become my holy grail face item. So the first time I bought this, I ordered it from Sephora because they don't really sell it at my actual Sephora store, so I ordered it online like blindly one day. For a couple of days I didn't have it and my skin just like freaked out. I felt like I got all these like pimples again on my chin. My skin started getting all these textures on my just on my chin, because my chin is like my problem area. I did it again. I actually squeezed it out a little bit from my old tube because I'm storing all my empties, because I do want to do an empties video. I think I've done like a few, but I want to do another one, so I've been keeping all of them. And so I had like what I thought was my empty bottle just like stored in my bathroom, and then one day I just like opened it and squeezed it out, and I was able to get like a lot more use out of it. So just like if you think you're done with this, just store it upright, because I bought this like on the day I went to Holt Renfrew with Tony and Michelle, and I had like, this is the first time I opened it. Once I started using the one like that I thought was done, but you know, that I actually had in my shower, because I guess all the things from the side came down, my skin just instantly got so much better. I'm looking at my skin now in the mirror. It's like, I don't want to be really cocky, but like the only issues I have on my chin are the ones that I had from when before I started using this. So if there's one thing that you take away from like my skincare, definitely get the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Face Polish, because it literally makes your skin flawless. I use it every day. I know some people don't like to exfoliate every day. My skin just reacts the best. It always has when I exfoliate a lot. So this is the Laura Mercier Skin Polish, the best stuff you could ever do for your skin. I love it. After I get out of the shower, in the morning or at night, I use this Ole Henriksen. I really love Ole Henriksen. It's probably my favorite, you know, face brand. This is the Sheer Transformation. It's for all skin types. It's anti-aging. It's an oil-free cream, and it's very, very lightweight. So in the winter, I like to use the Nurture Me cream by Ole Henriksen because it's very rich and it smells like orange creamsicles, and it really is great for winter. But during the summer, I switched to the Sheer Transformation because it's very lightweight, but it gives me enough hydration where my skin feels like completely hydrated, like not, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a cracked Sahara Desert, but it doesn't feel like oily, because my skin does, I have combination skin, and in the summer it definitely veers towards the oily side. I like to switch on my skincare products during the summer just so I can prevent looking extra greasy or oily during the day, and this is my favorite moisturizer. And then at nighttime, I don't use this in the morning because it is a night treatment, but before I go to bed, I'll put this on after my shower, and it's an invigorating night treatment. and it's an overnight resurfacer, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what it means. I notice a big difference on the nights when I don't use it and the nights when I do use it. I feel like when I put it on, I can feel it just like making my skin smoother and more bright. And I believe that Ole Henriksen actually has a set at Sephora that has like these two products, and I believe the vitamin C serum, which my sister loves, I use these two. You get a pretty good amount, but if you want to try it, you get a pretty good amount, and I believe it's around $86, and these products are pretty pricey, so you get a good amount of product for what you're actually spending if you just want to try out my skincare before, you know, taking the plunge and buying both of these. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about makeup. I bought a decent amount of new makeup lately, and the first thing I'm going to talk about is this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And this is a makeup base with shea butter. I wasn't really sure if I'd like it because it does seem really, really rich. It's definitely a rich cream. But I use it every day before my makeup, and I feel like, I don't know what it does, but it seriously just makes your makeup apply so much better. Even though it looks really rich and you think that it's going to be like super greasy and heavy on your skin, the way it just like, it melts into your hands and then it just goes over your skin and it's almost cooling, and it just makes your makeup apply really, really well. I'm kind of like a primer freak right now. I'm like all about primers, so typically I'll apply this on my skin with a beauty blender. I love beauty blenders. That's another favorite. So I'll just apply this all over my face with a beauty blender, and then I'll go in with my Becca backlight priming filter, and I'll put that like all over my face to give a little bit more of a glow, because my foundation, it is luminous, it's definitely not a matte finish, but like between my foundation and powders and concealers, I like adding like a little bit of extra glow like from the very beginning. I can't say that I'm going to repurchase this once it runs out because it is pretty expensive, but I have it now. I like it now for summer. Would I repurchase it again? Probably not. I'm curious because I know L'Oreal has like a Magic Lumi backlight sort of priming thing that looks like this. So maybe I should pick that up and like kind of compare for you guys, because I think it kind of does the same thing, but this is like way more expensive. And then I'm just going to quickly talk about these two things because I've talked about at least the foundation before. I get questions all the time about what foundation I wear. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I wear the number 6. It is seriously the perfect foundation for me. It makes you look so flawless. The way it just covers my skin is unbeatable. I've never tried a foundation like this. I will say that I've been using because I'm on this whole thing now where I want to use up all my products and like go through stuff. I use the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation more recently, and I use that all winter. If you've been watching me, you know I use that all winter, and I really do love that as well. But for summer, it's a little too tacky on my skin. Like, it doesn't really set, I feel like, on my skin, and it feels sticky. But this one I have no issues with. It's a luminous foundation, and even though like the weather has been super humid and gross here lately, it doesn't make me feel sticky or like I want to rip off my face. So I really like that. I recently purchased this. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. I feel like this is it kind of has the same formula as like the Urban Decay Naked Skin and the NARS creamy concealer. It's that sort of thing. Like, it's a very, very creamy concealer. I have it in the color medium. It matches my under eye area really, really nicely, and it doesn't feel like a slippy concealer. Like, I'm not flipping you off. Even though it is sort of like a lightweight concealer, it still has a good amount of like stick to it. Like, I don't feel like it's going to slip off my face, so I really like that. I've only been using it for a couple days, but so far I really do like it. It is scented though, so if you don't like scented face products, you probably want to stay away from this. But the Born This Way foundation also has that scent. So if you like the Born This Way foundation, you'll most likely like the Born This Way concealer. And I guess we'll end face with this Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. You know, I'm not a Jaclyn Hill fan. I don't really watch her videos, but I do really like Champagne Pop, and I really liked this palette just because I love highlighters. I love Becca highlighters, and I somehow lost my Champagne Pop highlighter, so I needed to buy a new highlighter anyway, so I figured why not just buy this palette. I really love this palette. I love mixing Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop together to highlight. That's what I'm wearing today. And I love this Amaretto blush and this, I forget what it's called, Rose Spritz. I love this blush together. That's also what I'm wearing today. As a non-blush lover, I seriously love this blush combination. I just saw that they came out with like these split pan things, which are really, really cool. So if you don't want to get the full palette, I would highly recommend, if you have similar coloring to me, picking up the one that has Prosecco Pop and then the Amaretto, because it's a beautiful summer combination. I'm leaving for Greece, or I'm probably going to be in Greece when you guys watch this. But so current me is thinking about picking up that Amaretto and Prosecco Pop duo, but I'll probably just bring this because it's not that big. You know, it is kind of clunky though, so I'm not sure, but the mirror's also good. But, you know, the mirror, like, it's not even, like, she was, like, so, like, adamant, like, yeah, I chose a really great mirror, but, like, it gets all powdery, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, I don't know, like the mirror's nice, but it's all powdery. So now we're gonna talk about eyes, and I purchased this palette by Stila because, like I said, I'm leaving on vacation and I didn't want to bring so much makeup with me. I remember one time I went to Greece and I brought literally my whole makeup collection. That video is probably still up on my channel. It's really embarrassing. So I was at Sephora and I always swatch things and I don't end up like always purchasing them, but I saw this palette by Stila and I thought it was really cute because like the cheetah print, and I really liked how there was like this big mirror, and then it comes with 5 eyeshadows and 2 blushes, and the colors are really, really beautiful. I especially loved, it's like they're pretty powdery though, super pigmented. I really love these 2 blush colors. They're super me colors, like this bright pink and this kind of like melony nude sort of color, but what really drew me to this palette was how pigmented, you can't even really see how pigmented this color is. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm probably gonna hit pan on like these 2 colors honestly like so much faster than the other ones, and these blushes are beautiful. So when I go on vacation, these are probably like the only eyeshadows I'm gonna bring because it's like super compact and I really love it, especially this like bronzy sort of color. I should tell you the name of this. This is the Perfect Me Perfect Hue Eye and Cheek palette in light medium. They have like ones for different skin tones, but I just like the colors most in this one, so that's why I got it, even though I'd probably be like medium. But I just like the colors most in these. Speaking of Stila, you guys know I love my liquid eyeliner, and I thought I really liked Kat Von D's liquid eyeliner, but my sister had this, so I tried it one day, and I like it so much more than the Kat Von D liquid liner. It has a felt tip, but it's so much easier to apply, and I almost feel like it's way more black. Like you can't really tell, but I feel like it's way more black and way more easy to apply than Trooper. So the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. It's super intense. It's super intense and really easy to use, and I would highly recommend it. And if you're worried about the felt tip drying out, honestly don't, because that was one of my concerns and I have not experienced any drying out, and I've had this for a while. And for lips, I don't really have any lip favorites this month. I will say that Smashbox sent me this, like their collection of their liquid lipsticks. And the formula of these liquid lipsticks is really great. They're infused with primer oil. And this color, called Always On, is really, really similar to my all-time favorite MAC lipstick, Kinda Sexy. It's swatched on my wrist here, and Kinda Sexy, like it's rubbed off because it's like a lipstick, but they're super similar in color tones. So if you like liquid lipsticks, this one's really comfortable to wear. I'm not a huge liquid lipstick fan, as you guys know, but this one's really easy to wear, and the color just brightens up your whole face, and it's very similar to Kinda Sexy. Like I swatched them and I was like, wow, they're practically identical. So to finish up the beauty favorites of this month, I want to talk a little bit about my favorite perfumes. This one I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, sort of. This is Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder comes out with this every year. All she does is repackage the product, which I think is really fun. I've honestly had this since 2012 because I got it the day after Sierra and I got back from Greece in 2012. So it still smells great, but this smells like coconut. Smells like the beach. Like it's impossible. Like no one could dislike this perfume. If you dislike this perfume, please let me know, because you are one special person. I feel like this is a perfume that you don't even like need to think about. I'm personally not a fan of Bobbi Brown Beach. I got some in my mouth, but I know that a lot of people love Bobbi Brown Beach, and I've smelt it many, many times. I try and convince myself to like it, but it's too copper tone smelling to me. It's too sunscreen smelling for me, and I don't like that. I want to smell like coconuts and like really warm and inviting, and I really love this scent. I've been loving to layer it with my Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt perfume. I find Jo Malone kind of overrated, honestly, but I have it, so I'm using it up. The way these two combine together, like I'm smelling it right now, and it's just the most incredible scent, because you have like warm and nutty and like coconutty sort of smell, the Bronze Goddess, and then this fresh, inviting Jo Malone fragrance. It's like the best of both worlds. So I've been wearing these two together. I've gotten so many compliments on them. Separate, they're really good. Like they smell amazing for summertime, but then together it's like bam, like it's crazy. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about some random favorites. The first thing I want to talk about is my favorite way to drink my protein shake. I get a lot of questions about if I'm still drinking this Premier Protein shake. Now, before the food police come for me and, you know, turn on their sirens and go down to the comment section, if you think that protein drinks will make you gain weight, and if you think that protein drinks will make you fat, or if you think that protein drinks aren't good for you, don't drink them. I'm not scared of protein. I know a lot of people are scared of protein. They have this misconstrued idea in their head that if they eat a lot of protein, they're gonna get fat. That's not the case. You need protein to survive, and protein helps keep you full. So yeah, if you don't agree with drinking protein shakes or drinking something like this, then just don't drink them. I'm drinking them, I love them, and that's all that matters. Live and let live. So let me drink my protein shakes in peace, okay? Anyways, so these are really good by themselves. I tried a lot of protein shakes, like pre-made protein shakes, and I didn't really like a lot of them. I tried Slim Fast and I stopped drinking Slim Fast. I tried it for a day and I stopped drinking it because it was super high in calories and there was like 14 grams of protein. And then my sister brought Muscle Milk, and Muscle Milk was a little bit better. There was like around the same amount of calories, but there was a ton more protein in the Muscle Milk. And then I was at Costco to see if they sold Muscle Milk like in bulk, and I came across the Premier Protein. Premier Protein is by far the best tasting protein shake I've ever tried, and it has the best texture. So overall, it's a win-win. And it doesn't leave like that weird aftertaste in your mouth. Like, let me know if you guys know what I mean by like that weird protein shake aftertaste. The way I've been enjoying it lately is I'll pour like one of these into my Magic Bullet container, and then I'll add 2 tablespoons of PB2, which is powdered peanut butter. So why I like this is there's less calories. For 2 tablespoons, there's 45 calories, 5 grams of protein, and there's 2 grams of fat, so it's less calories, and I feel like it gives a better peanut buttery taste. So in the little cup, I'll put 1 thing of these, 2 tablespoons, some ice, and half a banana, and it literally tastes like a chocolate banana milkshake. I look forward to this every morning. It seriously tastes like a treat. It doesn't taste like breakfast. It doesn't taste like a protein shake. It is unbelievable. You could totally use regular peanut butter, but I just like using the PB2 because, you know, you can save a little calories, save some fat, and I feel like it makes it not as thin, and I like a thicker smoothie, so it's a win-win for me. All around, I bought this at Costco. If you're in my area, got it at Costco. And my final favorite of the month is my Gucci Soho Disco Bag. I think this was like the best purchase I could have made. I'm going to be doing a what's in my purse video, so if you guys want to hear more about the purse or like my review, definitely watch that video whenever it's up. This I got a few weeks ago, and honestly it has been the best purchase. I love it so much. I love the color. I just love everything about it, and I could not be happier with this purchase. I don't know the exact color name. I know I was getting questions on that video of people asking me the color name. I don't know the color name, but it's the only brown bag that's available on the Gucci website right now, so I'm assuming it's the only brown bag that would be available in the Gucci store. So that wraps up this month's monthly favorites. Thank you all so much for watching. Links to everything I mentioned will be listed in the down bar down below. I hope you have a great day or night depending on when you watch this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.